Axios, one of the most widely used packages in JavaScript, was compromised. Here's what happened. Attackers reportedly compromised a lead maintainer account, used that access to publish malicious versions to NPM, and those versions could drop a remote access trojan on infected systems. The attacker hijacked the primary Axios maintainer's GitHub account, changing the associated email address to a throwaway account under their control. This allowed the attacker to bypass the project's normal release process, including the build step that cryptographically signs official packages using GitHub Actions' publisher trust mechanism. As a result, the newly published malicious versions lack the trusted signatures present in every legitimate Axios release prior to this. With control of the account, the attacker executed a staged plan. Using a separate account, they published a package to NPM called plain crypto.js, a clone of the legitimate crypto.js library. They then waited 18 hours before releasing an updated version of that package. This second version introduced a post-install hook that executes during installation, allowing malicious code to run on the victim's machine. This delay was intentional. It gave the package a minimal history, helping it appear legitimate and evade simple detection mechanisms. Shortly after, the attacker published new versions of Axios across all maintained release lines. Each of these versions included a single modification, a dependency on the compromised plain crypto.js package. When these compromised Axios versions are installed, they pull in the malicious plain crypto.js dependency. That package executes a dropper, which installs ARAT, or Remote Access Trojan. The RAT then connects to a predefined external location to download the final payload and infect the machine. This process is triggered simply by updating Axios. But the attack includes one final, subtle step. The malware modifies the installed Axios package metadata, reverting the recorded version to a previous clean release. This effectively hides the compromise, fooling naive scanners that rely solely on NPM-reported package versions. Stepping back, this was not an isolated incident or a matter of timing. This was a coordinated campaign. The attackers were prepared, with multiple vectors already in place to execute this operation. Sonatype researchers identified not only the compromised Axios packages on NPM, but also OpenCloud on NPM and additional packages on PyPy using the same technique. Axios was just one entry point. Thanks to this research and the supporting tooling, Sonatype firewall customers were automatically protected within 1 minute of the final malicious publication. As a result, Sonatype customers did not download the compromised packages and were not affected. The immediate response is straightforward. First, identify any environments that pulled the malicious Axios versions. Next, remove and replace them with safe versions. Then, investigate affected hosts for signs of post-compromise activity, because this may be more than a patching problem. That's how you turn a one-off response into a stronger, long-term defense. Attackers move at open source speed, and trust can break instantly. The teams that respond best know what entered, stop risky components fast, and verify what actually ran. That's how you keep a package compromise from becoming a bigger breach.